Yay, I'm live. So, I'm Michelle Flood, and I'm a real estate agent in the state of Florida, and that really doesn't matter because that's not what I came out here to talk about today. Um, hold on. So, like yesterday, I ate an edible yesterday. I'm gonna just tell you, I'm like still fucking stoned out of my brain. Um, yeah, see, I'm grabbing the shit I don't even need. I want the mirror, not the makeup bag. It's pretty bad. Um, so I went live yesterday because a couple of things happened over the weekend that triggered me. And though I'm not going to apologize for what I said or did, because I'm still irritated with people, I just kind of wanted to explain why it makes me mad as a real estate agent that, oh, bummer city, man, that people just, don't get that when I'm trying to make a living and you're running off with somebody else as your real estate agent after you tell me I'm your family and you love me. It's kind of fucked up. And I kind of get pissy. And so yesterday I had two things that happened. Well, the first one happened on like Saturday. And I was just like blindsided by some friends that, you know, listed their house with somebody else, and it kind of bugs me because you guys know, like most of my friends know that that's the difference between, me making some actual money or not. And real estate agents don't get paid unless they have a closing. So I went off, and the whole point of this is to explain a little bit about, I don't know, what it's like when you have a mental illness. And so I've been in therapy now for like 3 years. And so I just can't make myself not say like. So I've been in therapy for 3 years, and I've worked through a whole bunch of stuff because of that. And I've learned that it's good for me to sit with those feelings when I feel the way that I do, because then that way I can try to understand what is happening. Why do I feel the way that I do? Why am I saying the things that I'm saying right now? And so I peeled away the layers of why I was so freaking angry. What does this shirt have on it? And I figured out that for me in particular, this will work. I don't for me in particular, when somebody acts like they really don't care about me, or I take things like that as like, you don't care about me, like somehow I did something that I shouldn't have, or you don't trust my judgment as an agent. So I got really pissy yesterday, and I went off on like a few people. I don't even know if some of them know that I went off, but I did. And I don't know, I guess loyalty is a big fucking deal to me. And so when you don't treat me with the same respect, some of the people I'm talking about in this whole scenario own businesses that I frequent, and then you can't like give that same courtesy back to me, or you can't just tell me that you've found somebody else you'd rather work with, because I'm all right with that. I get it. I know that that happens. So I'm not gonna, am I gonna be disappointed? Probably. But am I gonna be mad at you? No, because you told me, you gave me a fucking heads up, and I was ready for it when it went down. This was a blindside. And I guess with my parents, they did a lot of that blindside and bullshit when I was little. So I don't know. I thought I was gonna have more shit to say. I'm just gonna tell you guys that fucking edible yesterday kicked my ass. Kicked it. I woke up and I think I was still high. It's craziness. And I've been trying to get this eyeliner. I have magnetic eyeliner on. I put it on fucking Saturday, and I've washed my face like a million times. It sticks to my fucking skin, but does the eyelash stick to the eyeliner? No. That's like some irritating shit right there too when you're trying to get your eyelashes to sit. Here's how I do it. If I can't get that stuff on real fast, then I'm not, no, forget it. I had enough. So today I'm kind of like just using my muted nude colors and black. I'm going to throw some yellow in this in a minute, but I'm just using browns right now. And this is my Makeup Revolution palette bright, and the colors, like I said, are muted. There's a couple of nicer colors in there. Don't hate, I'm dirty. So I started with, what color did I start with? Oh, I started with this color right here. And then I'm going to go in just a little bit of a darker one, but I don't want it to be red because I'm going to use yellow. So I'm just going to find just a tad darker than that one. And it's going to be, I think I'm going to go with this one right here. I kind of like building up on stuff, because when you do, you can use it to mute some of the colors that you've already used. And so I'm just kind of winging it out here a little bit too, because I'm trying to go for like a smoky eye with that little bit of yellow and stuff inside of it. Probably could have used gray too, but I didn't. So, and just kind of like packing it into my corner or my crease there, and then just kind of making it a wing thing. And then you can wipe that off and then go back with your first muty color that you used, which is, like I said, it's this one. So I'm just going to, in fact, I'm probably going to go with the lighter color than even that. But first I got to get this fucking brown off of here. Yeah, I think still I'm going to just go over it with this one, and blend. Oh, Michelle, and blending it is like really super important. So I'm just going to, try to mute up the edges. You kind of want the edges to not look like, I don't know, all squiggly and weird and shit. So I spy with my 60-year-old eye. So what that did to me, going back to it, I'm so high still. I can't believe this shit. But going back to what I was saying about my friends and what happened, I guess I just felt blindsided, and I also felt like I was told in a place where I really couldn't say anything. And I just don't understand, like I said, just tell me. But that, like in the last few days, I watched people do stuff that was really scary. And I was worried for them. I still am worried for them, them buying and selling shit that they probably shouldn't have in manners that they shouldn't have. Like I wouldn't try to build a house. I don't know how to do that. That's not my thing. So I'm not going to do that. And there's things that, there's reasons why we have real estate agents and we do the job we do, is just to make sure you don't like get screwed in the long run. And so it's probably horrible that you had to hear me bang into that. But so there's so many things that can go wrong on a handshake deal. And that happened with somebody yesterday. And the other thing was, I just don't know, why they chose to not use me, my other friends. And I would like to know, like, is there something wrong? Do you see something that you think I should change about me? I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? What did I do? You didn't even like give me a little tiny heads up about it. So I don't know. All right. So now I get that nice smoky black in there. And then I'm just going to go back in with that first initial brown that I used. And soften up all those edges again. It gets a little cray-cray, but it also looks really pretty once you get it all in there. But at first you're like, what the fuck did I just do to my face? And I'm just actually just going right over the outside of the black that I just did, just to soften the edges up. The same with this. Because blending is like your silly ass friend, man. You got to really do it. You can brighten that stuff up too. Okay. I'm just going to put a little more black in there because, just in the corner. Smoke it a little. Smoke it. And sometimes packing it is better than trying to brush it on. Later, I'm going to go under them too. But now I want to put the yellow in because I got yellow and gray on. I don't think I have any gray. Wait a minute. Do I? Wait a minute. Can't remember what's in this fucking palette. No. That yellow is going to be the thing. It's going to be the thing. So I have this flat brush that, of course, I forgot to pull. Oh, no, I didn't. I did bring it out. I have this really nice flat brush, and I use it. Probably it's a concealer brush, but there are no rules in makeup. So I'm going to use this right now to put my primer down on my eye and give myself a place for my yellow to go. Don't really need a lot. It blends so nice. I'll tell you what it is in just a minute. And just goes on so friggin' beautiful. It's the Too Faced Insurance. It's great. It's so good. And you'll notice I did my eyeshadow before I did my and my sinuses are fucked up before I did anything else, because that way if you get shit all over you, your face and stuff, you still can get it off of there. I went too low on my lash line. Oh, well, shit happens. And then because I'm gonna have to go back over this with that brown and then blend it. Okay. So now I'm going to use the yellow in there. This yellow, because I have yellow on. I don't have a gray, or I would do that instead, but I think this is going to be cool. What? That's not cool. I need to get the concealer brush cleaned off enough. I fucked that up. Let me. Old ladies doing makeup and talking shit. All right. I think this should do it now. Yeah, that's better. Dude. All right. Girl. So now I'm just going to go along my lash line first. kinda like you're making a place to color it in, and I learned this thing yesterday that so you can use the brush to get it on your eye, and then you can go back with your finger once you have it placed right where you want it, and, use your finger to pigment it more. So I'm probably gonna do that because as bright as this yellow is, you see it ain't even really showing up. So I think okay. See, and I just got a buttload of friggin' yellow eyeshadow under my eye, so it's good. So anyway, I don't back to it. See, fucking stone, man. Um, so I started peeling away the layers. This is how I need to learn how to fucking edit of why I got so angry yesterday. And like I said before, it just like reminds me of being discounted by my whole entire family for most of my fucking life, you know? And so that was the thing. And I therapy was great to help me to learn how to yeah, dude. To learn how to set up boundaries. And that was like one of the hardest lessons I had to learn. Oh my God, I can't even imagine what that just sounded like. Um, geez Louise, it's just not bright enough for me. I don't know. Um, so I think that's what I did yesterday. I kind of like let people know that there's certain ways I'll tolerate to be treated and certain ways that I won't. And I think everybody understood that. And I was clear about why I felt the way I was. I didn't like make people guess. And I was really kind of impressed with one of my friends because one person out of this group of people actually called me and said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize what I did." And so, that kinda made me feel good. That made me feel better anyway than, I did when I didn't know what the fuck was going on, you know? So now I'm just gonna put on my, fucking foundation, but I'm not gonna put it on, under my eyes because 'cause I'm gonna use concealer, and, when you're older, putting it on where your, concealer's gonna go sometimes makes your if you have wrinkles, like, it settles in there if you have too much shit on, and, so I am, going everywhere but where I'm gonna put it on my around my eyes because I don't want to look, like a clown. I think I almost gotta get some new friggin' foundation. This isn't my normal foundation. I was out and I didn't feel like waiting for Ulta to deliver it, and I didn't feel like driving out to UTC in Sarasota. It's a fucking long ass drive, dude. I didn't want to do that. So I just got this at the grocery store. It's okay, but it ain't my shade. See, it's hard for people to follow me when I'm over here. I don't know. Not too many people have been listening anyway, mostly. It's all right. It's all good. I do it for me and not for you. But anyway, back to where I was. So, man, I gotta learn how to edit. I was pretty impressed that this one person out of the group actually said something to me about, they were sorry. They didn't even think about what they did. And then we started talking about the transaction. And that really freaked me out a little bit because it was sort of like this handshake deal. And they bought a lot of acreage. And I just went through a thing about 18 months ago where I have a friend who bought a house and she still doesn't own the whole property because the, um, the survey came back wrong, and so, um, she, is fighting right now in court. She thought she bought 11 acres, and she actually owns 4, and we're going through this whole battle to find out what the heck is happening with her property. And so and we even had an old survey that said that that was their property, and so you just don't know. You could have a survey and it not be right. The county that the survey's recorded in can be wrong. So, with the verbiage of what they have in there, and so giving somebody money without doing some due diligence, even if it's just regular land, that's, it's still your money, man. So, um, you gotta be careful, you know? And, so I advised her on what I thought she should do because you just don't know. You just don't know. So I'm just trying to, like, do a little highlighting because I feel like I look tired, but I guess yesterday, um, my doctor's like it was a new doctor in the office, and he said, "I had to look at your age twice today because I didn't think you were, 60." So I guess I'm doing okay. I don't know. I'm gonna just put a little of this down my nose. It's kinda dark, but I'm trying to contour that too. Draw them lines, dude, right down your nose. And you're gonna blend that in. Okay. I'm not gonna do it because I'm just gonna use powder on my cheeks. Just to make my nose look a little longer and less wide. Okay. I really don't have anything else to say, and nobody's over here anyway. So I guess I'm gonna sign off. See ya.